Bonjour. Now, what is it? I'm asking you the question. Because if you don't know it yet, it is a word that introduces a dependent clause and connects it to an independent clause. What is an independent clause, you might ask? Well, it's a part of the sentence that stands on its own. And then you have later in the sentence a dependent clause, something that depends on the independent clause for survival in the harsh grammatical world. And the simple relative pronoun is going to connect the two of them to create a longer sentence with an independent part and a dependent part. Now, what is a sentence? Well, it is a punishment. And when you get punished, basically you get sentenced. This is a joke. Today we're seeing how to connect two sentences together, one being dependent on the other, with a simple relative pronoun in French. If you want to see how it works right now, ding, 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 round one. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that connects two simple sentences together to create a complex sentence. What are they? We're going to cover 4 of them here. We're going to cover que, qui, dont, où. And in English, we have those translations. That, whom, who can replace que. Who, whom, which, that can replace. Qui, that which can replace dont, and when, where can replace où. But this is very vague. We need something less vague than that. Otherwise, you'll be hit with intricate grammar. And this is really something you want to avoid in French. You want to be confident. And you want to know what you're doing. So let's take an example. Que, which is used to replace a direct object complement, can be used to connect 2 bits of sentences here, an independent part and a dependent part. For example, I bought a lightsaber. J'ai acheté un sabre laser. Il est rouge. We connect the two of them with que. Le sabre laser que j'ai acheté est rouge. The lightsaber that I bought is red. And by the way, I'm not kidding. I actually bought this beautiful lightsaber, and I wanted to show it to you now. The lightsaber that I bought is red. Que connects the two. Now, we can cover qui, of course, which is the next one, which is used to replace a subject. And here it's different because que replaces a direct object complement. And you'll notice that after que, we have a subject. But if qui replaces a subject, we're not going to have a subject after qui. We're going to have a verb. So it is a subject. It replaces a subject. It plays the role of a subject. And the example here is une personne vit avec Julia. Someone lives with Julia. Et cette personne s'appelle F91. She's called F91. La personne qui vit avec Julia s'appelle F91. The person who lives with Julia is called a F91. Used to replace a subject, different than que, which is used to replace a direct object complement or COD. All right. Dont. Dont is used to replace an indirect object complement, or a noun complement, or an adjective complement, or an agent complement. That's a lot of times that I said the word complement, but it's better illustrated in a sentence, because when I say that I bought 400 gold bars, je parle de 400 lingots d'or. I'm talking about 400 gold bars, which are wrapped in rice leaves. Elles sont emballées dans des feuilles de riz. Well, les 400 lingots d'or dont je parle, that I'm talking about, sont emballés dans des feuilles de riz. And here, I often hear a mistake, people saying, well, then it should be que, right? Not dont. It doesn't work like that in French. Because here, you'll notice that after the verb, we have a preposition. The preposition is de. And you gotta watch out, really pay attention, special attention in French for the kind of verb that exists in the sentence. Because here, if we have a verb followed by a preposition, it's going to change the relative pronoun that we use to connect two parts of sentences, the two parts of a sentence. And in that case, when you see a verb followed by a preposition de, je parle de, you're going to forget about que and you're going to use dont instead. So pay special attention to that. And as you know, there's an exercise after this lesson with the link below the video, and you'll be tested on that. I just want to make sure that you remember that when you have a verb and a preposition de after the verb, in your head is like, wow, if I have to create another sentence based on that part of the sentence, there's going to be a dont somewhere. It's not going to be que, it's a trigger. And then finally, last but not least, drum roll, brrr, there is the pronoun ou, which is used to replace a complement of place or a complement of time. Both, and it's important to know that both can be replaced, place or time. And it doesn't make sense because time, in theory, should be replaced by quand, replaced with quand. But no, it's not the case. It is here, ou, it works in both situations. New Paris is a big city. People drink a lot. We assume that people drink a lot in New Paris because we just mentioned New Paris in the previous sentence. New Paris est une grande ville. Les gens boivent beaucoup. New Paris est une grande ville où les gens boivent beaucoup. On a connecté les deux. Et ici, on parle d'un lieu. Ici, on a complement of place. Et où, ça représente donc cet endroit. But we can also replace that with a complement of time, of course. My favorite day of the week is Monday. Mon jour préféré est le lundi. Ce jour-là, that day, ce jour-là, notice, you know that hyphen la, which says that we're talking about that day. It's not this day, it's that day. It's because it's followed, the word is followed by this part. Ce jour-là, that day, on négocie le prix de robot boxeur au marché. We negotiate the price of boxer robots at the market. We can connect the two of them, again, with the same relative pronoun, which is où. Mon jour préféré le lundi. Favorite day of the week is Monday. The day où on négocie le prix de robot boxeur au marché. And now, armed with that knowledge, you're equipped, my friend, you're equipped, more than equipped, to tackle the exercise. But let's resume now. What can we say about que? Que replace a direct object complement, which means it is followed, in that case, when it connects two sentences, it is followed by a subject, which is not the case of qui, which is followed by a verb because it replaces a subject. Dont, you gotta watch out for dont because there are situations where you're gonna want to use que, but no, you cannot use que. You need to use dont. In the case of where you have a verb that is followed by a preposition de. Je parle de, ding! Then you think, oh wow, it's not going to be que, it's going to be dont. Because, yeah, French is that intricate sometimes. French grammar is that intricate. And finally, we have ou. And in the case of ou, it replaces complement of place or time. Are you ready? There is a link below the video. It is readily available, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.